and welcome back to my channel. Today we are making another speed build, and this time we are using the Realm of Magic game pack. So it's my first Realm of Magic build, and I'm so excited to show you what I was able to do with it. As you can see here, I'm just putting all of these new boulders in the surroundings and at the back of the lot, and I'm gonna put the house right in front of it. So the concept here was that like the house was beside some kind of a crystal mine, and so the sim or the spellcasters who live in the house have their own access to like the mine and all of the crystals that they could possibly want, and they can even sell it if they wanted to. And yeah, I just thought it was a cool idea, so I made it look like this. So this is a home for like 4 to 6 sims. So there are 6 bedrooms, and one bedroom has a double bed and the other bedroom has 2 twin beds, so you can really fit 6 sims into this house. And I don't know what I'm gonna call this build yet, but like in my head it's more like a spellcasters in training type of house. So you can have like many spellcasters living here. They're just like learning their spells and learning how to do all of those potions, and they just want a place where they're super close to the realm of magic, and they can all work together and become better spellcasters. So yeah, that was like more or less the concept of this home. So it's not that big a house really. Like it can fit a lot of sims, but technically it's very small. So like you're gonna see in a little while, the bedrooms are pretty small and the living area is pretty small as well. But I really like how it turned out. So it was built on a 40 by 30 lot. Like you all know, we just got like 5 lots in Glimmerbrook with this new pack, and this is the one like in the north, I think, if not mistaken, like the one nearest the top of the world or of the map. And I just really turned it into this kind of a canyon, rock canyon with like all of the crystals beside it, like I said earlier, for it to look somewhat like a mine. So it came out at around 122,000 simoleons. So it's not very cheap, but if you think about it, 6 people can live on this lot. So I think it presents a good value for money, if you know what I pretty long speed build. Like it's gonna be around 15 minutes long, because to be very honest, it took me so long to build this house. Like I had over 5 hours of footage, because as you can see, I tried to be as detailed as possible, even with just the exteriors. Like I wanted each roof to look perfect, and I struggled with that quite a bit. And even if I deleted a lot of the footage, I still came up with a 15-minute video. So I hope you stick with me throughout this whole speed build, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I love building this house. To be very honest, also it was a bit of a challenge for me. Like I'm not very used to building in this style. I usually build more modern or more contemporary houses, and I was really trying to search for inspiration, because I'm not very exposed to this kind of a building style. Like you won't find homes like this in the Philippines. So I really had to scour the internet for inspiration, which didn't really come that easily. So yeah, it was a pretty long build. I changed things multiple times. I really tried to look for all sorts of pictures online. But at the end of the day, I really like how this one turned out. So yeah, it was a challenge for me, but I'm very happy with the output, and I'm very happy I took the challenge. And I'm very happy that I actually have this pack. Another confession, I wasn't really intending to buy this pack. Like, I'm the type of simmer who enjoys playing with families, and I'm not really into like mermaids or aliens or any of those other occults. So when I saw that it was like a Realm of Magic pack, and you can have spellcasters who can cast spells, well, obviously, and make potions, it wasn't really something that I was very excited for. Like, that kind of a gameplay isn't my style, and so I wasn't really that keen on it. But then a wonderful person gifted me with this pack once again, and to be very honest, like I'm enjoying it so far. Obviously not because of the gameplay, and yeah, I haven't actually played with the game, but the build and buy objects in this pack are amazing. Like I love how much we were able to get in terms of like the all sorts of furniture, like all of the furniture pieces with this pack. And I feel like I'm just so glad I have all of these things. Like I love these counters for one. Like, I love how they look. I love how ornate they are. And of course, we got the new refrigerator and the new stove. Finally, there's like another option to that base game ornate one or old one. Like, you could use that in so many different builds. I love all of these new wallpapers and the new flooring. And yeah, so yeah, I'm very happy with the build and buy objects in this pack, and like I'm so grateful that it was gifted to me once again. If I hadn't bought it, I feel like I would have missed out. So, DY God, thank you, Lord, for wonderful friends who are super supportive of me and of my channel. And yeah, I had so much fun building this house, and I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy playing with all of these build and buy objects in many builds to come. So I wanted to make the interior of this home like fit that crystal mine kind of theme. So you're gonna see me scatter all sorts of crystals all over the home, and it's gonna be like one of the major decoration pieces in this entire build. And so as you can see, it's like a small place. Like, you have this small living and dining area, and you have the kitchen there to the side. And it's not shown right now, but I really like that kitchen. Like, I think it's my favorite room of this house. I love that blue wall covering, and I love it with white countertops. I was able to put these flowers, like herbal stuff, above the window, which I feel like is perfect for that spot. And I have some open shelving here to display all sorts of materials and all sorts of potions. So yeah, I really like this room. So I really tried to make this build like a base game only plus Realm of Magic plus Get Together build, but I think I was able to put one jungle adventure object here, and I think that's like the knife block there in the kitchen. So yeah, that's the one thing I think that's not Get Together or Realm of Magic or base game. So if you do not have Jungle Adventure, don't worry, you can get this pack and it will really not do much. You can get this build, I mean, and it won't do much to the home, because you're just gonna miss that one knife block, cutting block, which isn't that big a deal in my opinion. So I hope you enjoy this. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is MadisonSimm. And yeah, I hope you like this build, because I really ended up liking it. And as you can see, there's this room here near the entrance, and this is like the magic room. It has the cauldron, and it has all sorts of herbs and all sorts of potions, and the sim can practice doing magic there. So like I said, I was thinking of this like a training home. So it has 4 bedrooms, all made for adult sims. Like, it doesn't have like a kids room or a nursery or anything like that. So you can have like roommates who are all new spellcasters or something, who want to live really near the realm of magic, and who would want to learn how to do all of those spells. So there are tons of bookcases. You have 2 desks, if I'm not mistaken, and 2 computers here. So your sim has a lot of ways to practice all of those spells and all of those the potion making. So this master bedroom here has this beautiful bed also from the pack, and of course a fireplace to the side and a small sitting area as well. So I just want to note that I really love the new stained glass details. Like, I love the stained glass windows. I love how this canopy bed has that kind of stained glass type of roof above it. It's obviously not a roof, but you know what I mean. And I just feel like it adds so much to the game, and it adds so much to the house. And yeah, I love it so much. Like, I also like how there are different types of stained glass. Like, you have a yellowish bluish one, you have a purplish one, and I obviously ended up with the yellows here in this build. So I think that's kind of a thing I also like doing. I like the color yellow a lot, and I use it a lot in my builds, and I hope you're not yet tired of all the yellows, because I love them so much. And so yeah, so this room here, the bedrooms are actually quite tiny. So this is the biggest one, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of an odd shape, so I really wanted to make the most out of the room by making one side like the sleeping area and the other side more like a study or a home office. And I ended up like really liking this space. So I don't know if you noticed, but in the wall behind the bookshelf, I added like 4 windows, even if there was no room for all of the four, so like the bottom ones really weren't functional, but it worked perfectly because I was just able to cover that with a bookshelf, and from the outside it looks much better that way. So I think that was a win for me. As you can also see, I used the Realm of Magic bar stools as like side tables. You know how sometimes the side tables look so big and bulky in this game? And yeah, I just like using all sorts of things as side tables because I feel like they add to the design a lot. Like they make the space less, I don't know, more balanced, or like it doesn't get overpowered by the huge side table. So yeah, so this is the smallest bedroom I think in this whole build. I made it more of a purple bedroom. It's very purpley, as you can see. I don't have words today. I think you noticed that as well. But yeah, what purpley? I call the room purpley. But yeah, I also ended up liking how that small place turned out. I feel like it's such a cozy space, even if it is very, very tiny. Right here, I'm doing the third bedroom, or the fourth bedroom, I mean, which is a bedroom with two twin beds. And I ended up liking this one as well because I feel like, I don't know, I just like how that blue get together or base game wallpaper went with all of the other accent pieces in this room, especially with the gray bed sheets. Yep, gray linen on the bed. And yeah, so this is pretty much the second floor. As you can see, there are two pretty big bathrooms. The master bathroom does not have a shower because I ended up liking how that tub was against that wall with a big window, and I really didn't want to ruin that space anymore, so I didn't put a shower there. And right now I'm moving on to the back part. So one thing that I wasn't able to note earlier, I changed that window from the dining room. I made it like those big realm of magic window because I really wanted the crystals to be seen from the inside, and I felt like this one didn't really do it justice, so I changed that. You're gonna see it in the screenshots, but I changed it off camera. So right now I'm working on the exterior of the build. To be very honest, I had such a hard time with the landscaping here because of the sloped terrain. Like, I realized I haven't been playing with a terrain tool as much as I should be, so I wasn't very like used to it yet. I'm not very good at playing with the terrain yet, so that's something I'm gonna work on. But yeah, I tried to put a lot of plants here just to make it look more natural, and I just wanted it to also look super cozy and super homey for the spellcasters living in this cottage. So yep, you're gonna see me just playing around with all of these plants and struggling because they would like be floating. You'd see me. No, I think I cut out like a lot of the footage because yeah, I was struggling a whole lot, and I really also wanted to add some of the rocks here in the front lawn just to make sure that it blends in more with the space, which was also another struggle because the rocks ended up floating all over the place because of the slope here. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that in my coming builds. So I'm almost done, I think. Yep, we're gonna go into the screenshots in a bit, but before I go, I just wanna say thank you once again for watching. It's always so much fun to put out all of these videos, and I'm really trying my best also to do that regularly. And I thank you all for also watching, especially those who've been watching like my videos regularly. Like, it really means so much to me. If you want to download this build, you can do so. It is in the gallery. Just check out my origin ID, MadisonSimm. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. I am gonna be off and I'll be building once again, and I hope to see you again next time here on my channel. Bye!